claims to be have yet to be apprehended, and the motive still remains unclear. Could it be yet another Bubba Smollett race-baiting hit job, or is this another case of the millennial horde of imbeciles tearing down anything that represents some form of triggering pseudo-authority? And if this is a form of retaliation, judging by the drunk college students who did this back in 2018.
The 6'7" sculpture was ripped from its base at Tracy Street in Alexander shortly after midnight Sunday. A witness gave us cell phone video showing two men carrying that statue down the street. Two St. John Fisher College students were arrested. John Bodecker and Charles Milks charged with criminal mischief.
Can we expect the gavel to fall harder on Americans after the Marxist Black Lives Matter set the stage? As is for the couple who are facing hate crime charges for daring to paint over the Black Lives mural in California. Will this path transform our court system into a communist-style Politburo? The statue pillaging is as confusing as it is stupid. But stupidity is law now, as the Democrats' defund movement shifts into high gear.
They want to defund the police, but that's not stopping 3 city council members from having the city pay for their private security after receiving threats.
A city spokesperson says the security details are costing the city $4,500 a day for a total of $63,000 for the last 3 weeks. In a text message, Councilmember Cunningham said, "I don't feel comfortable discussing the death threats against me or the level of security I currently have protecting me from those threats."
Accelerating a lawlessness that is just showing the first signs of unyielding chaos as homicide skyrockets in New York with an increase in executions in broad daylight, and more children are caught in the crossfire.
We're fighting the enemy within when we are shooting each other up on our streets in the city, and you shot and killed a baby.
Secoria Turner was shot near here, outside the Wendy's parking lot, where 27-year-old Rayshard Brooks was killed at the hands of a white police officer last month.
We talk about Black Lives Matter, but at the end of the day, we killing each other off. We killing our babies.
Another violent weekend, deadly for far too many and far too young.
Jesus, help us, Father.
The grief-stricken family of 7-year-old Natalie Wallace shot in the head while playing outside in the yard of her grandmother's home in South Austin.
But according to Don Lemon, their lives are a separate issue.
When you look in the city of Chicago, there are 9 children who've died by gun violence, by black-on-black gun violence, from June 20th all the way to today. And you're talking about, even with the Atlanta child murders, there were 28 kids who died in 2 years.
The gun culture in this country is prevalent, but I don't understand what that has to do with a movement that's for equality for black people. It's not mutually exclusive that if you care about equality for black people, that somehow you're going to stop random violence or, unfortunately, kids from being shot. It just seems like apples and oranges.
Representative Ilhan Omar clearly stated the Democrats' remedy for oppression in the United States.
As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it.
Frederick Douglass, who incisively spoke out against oppression during an era of real despotism, could have never imagined that his message would be forgotten and destroyed by people using their own claims of injustice to destroy themselves and everyone around them. John Bound reporting.
We'll be back. Stay with us.